Okay, this is a little bit awkward, you guys. Oh my god, look at me. I do not know what I'm doing. Hey guys, it's Jess, aka What's in Her Face, and welcome to today's video. This is a really exciting one for me, as I say in the beginning of every video, because we are going to officially be unboxing a mini beauty bay haul that I did almost a month ago at this point, but a million things came up and I hadn't had a chance to make this video until right now. Since I got this package like kind of a long time ago, I have to admit I did play with 1/3 of it. You'll see what I have already played with a bit later. So I'm really sorry about that, but no regrets. Let's just hop right in. But first, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a big fat thumbs up and don't forget to ring that bell so you can be the first to know when my shenanigans hit the tube. Now without further ado, let me show you what I got. So the first thing I got is this. How freaking gorgeous is this packaging, sis? So what is this, you may ask? This is a 9-color palette and it's all shimmers. I know, who am I? She comes bubble wrapped like this. Very nice. We love a safe transport moment. And on the inside, we have this. Hey guys, it's Editing Jess here to interrupt your viewing experience. So I decided to verify some of the prices so that I could include them whenever I show the product so you know how much it costs. But first I have to give you a little bit of background information on how Beauty Bay works. So the way Beauty Bay works, if you have never shopped with them before, is they have a UK website and a US website. So basically, if you live anywhere outside of the US, you are going to shop with the UK website and all of the prices will be converted from pounds to whatever your currency is. But when you live in America and you shop with the American prices, they're like not converted from pounds to US dollars. They're just in US dollars. So this is actually a huge advantage when you're shopping with the American site because let's say something costs 20 pounds. If you're just converting that, you're going to have to pay around like, let's say $25-ish. However, since the prices are already in US dollars, it seems like Beauty Bay is keeping them actually lower than they should be. So instead of paying $25 for something that's 20 pounds, you'll actually pay like $20. So just keep that in mind, and whenever I show a new product, I will be showing the price in US dollars from the American website, pounds from the UK website, and how much I paid because everything I got was on sale and I bought it from the UK website, so it will also be in pounds. And now let's get back to opening up this 9-pan shimmer palette. I am so into these shades. This is literally like the perfect rainbow shimmer palette. Now for the second item I got, we have this highlighting palette. So she is for some reason bubble wrapped on the outside, which is fine, whatever. And then this is the cardboard packaging. I love that the palette itself matches the cardboard packaging. So we open her up. Look at these colors. Oh. I didn't put on any highlighter yet because obviously I need to put this on my face. I want to just swatch the shades really quick so that we have an idea of what we're dealing with. Oh. Look at that. It's weird though because when I touch it, it doesn't feel very soft. It kind of feels like hard. Like in comparison to my BH highlighters and my Jeffree highlighters, like it doesn't feel like soft and buttery when I touch it, but that is reflective AF, sis. So that's the shade Graceful Glow. Now I'm going to take the shade Dazzle. Oh, Dazzle feels much softer than Graceful Glow. Wow. They're really bright. I love that. Now we're going to try this peachy one. It's called First Light. It is so pretty. And then we are going to try this more white one called Precious. And that is really cute. So if we do a quick 1, 2, 3, 4. When I touched them, I did not think they would be this reflective. Okay, I'm digging it, I'm digging it. So how about on one side of my face, I will try this peach one, the First Light, because I'm also really curious to see how the darker shades are gonna work on my skin tone. So we are gonna dip. Uh-oh. Okay, she definitely builds up to the point that we want. I'm gonna try with another brush. So sometimes I use like this brush, which is a really big one, but recently since I've been using my Jeffree Star highlighter so much, like really don't need such a big brush. So I've graduated to like the small, tiny, more precise brush, which is what I just used. So I'm gonna try using a bigger brush and we'll see if that, I don't know, works a little better. Okay, yeah, no, she's definitely a cute glow. You can build her up to where you want her to be. And I also definitely like the dark shade. I don't think the dark shade is too dark for me. So for the other side, I really love this one because it looks gold, but it has like a white shimmer to it. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I think I'm gonna go with this white one though, just because you really can't go wrong with like a white-ish highlighter, especially because it's not like snow white, it's white with like a little bit of like a goldeny tint. I don't know guys, I'm the worst. I'm just really used to my highlighters popping as soon as they touch my skin. These seem to take more building up, which is fine, I guess. It's just not what I'm used to, and it's not particularly like what I love in a highlighter. I prefer it to be just like bam and go. You know what I mean? Okay, but yeah, so those are the highlighters I would definitely recommend for someone who prefers more of a natural glow but still wants the option of being able to like dial it up a notch, because you do have the opportunity to do that with this palette. It builds up nicely, but it also allows you to be a little bit more casual with your highlight if you so prefer. Whoops, it's me again. I was on the Beauty Bay website looking at the prices, and I realized something really cool about their highlighting palettes, so I obviously have to share it with you guys. It seems to be that they make a different one for each skin tone, which I absolutely love, because I hate those highlighting palettes that cater to everyone at once, because I don't like having a palette where I literally cannot use 2 of the shades. And sis, don't tell me to use the bronze highlighters on my eyelids, because sis, I'm not buying a highlighter palette just to get a gigantic pan of a bronze shimmer shade. So I really love the way that Beauty Bay has several different palettes that cater to each skin tone, so everyone can find exactly what they need and get the best use of their palettes. And they're just £12 or $10, aka super cheap. So yeah, I gotta say this makes me a little bit nervous about the shimmer palette, because I really hope the shimmers are really bright. You know what, let's just swatch a few right now. So I'm gonna start with this row and just kind of like put them on my fingers and see how I feel. Oh, sis. That's really nice. The shadows are much softer than the highlighters, I do have to say. In the camera, it looks really reflective, but in person, I feel like it looks way more satin than shimmer. There's definitely like a tiny bit of shimmer, but I don't know. This is not the kind of shimmer I'm used to, I would say. Uh-oh. Now I'm just gonna go through this middle row really quick. Ooh, I really like these greens. They're such unique shades. Boop. Ooh, nice. In comparison with the reds, the greens are definitely much more shimmer, so that's interesting. Now we are going to go into this final row of the blues and the purple. So they're really pretty colors, but the only ones that really look shimmery are the greens. These greens over here, they're really shimmery, but the others almost look matte. Like this blue over here is literally a matte blue. There's no shimmer to this. And the other blue too, like that is so weird. The purple has like a little bit of shimmer. Okay, this is a little bit awkward, you guys. Was not expecting this, and I'm slightly disappointed. Okay, now for the final thing I got, which is also the most exciting thing. It comes in this ginormous freaking box. Hollow porn. Then she comes in this bubble wrap. And when you unpack all of that, oh, she's the bright matte palette. I don't really know how to say this. EYN. They also have a version that includes a couple of shimmers, but like I am way more of a matte girl. As we know, I prefer glitter over shimmers, so I didn't really want to sacrifice some of the matte shades in order to get some shimmers. The reason I did get the 9-pan shimmer palette is buying that palette got me over the minimum in order to get free shipping, so it was like, gotta do it, you know. The way I feel about this palette is literally that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street where he has like his fist in his mouth, you know what I mean? Okay, let's just open her up. Heaven, sis. My palette did come a little bit fucked up in the mail. This shade right here is a little bit cracked, but Beauty Bay has really amazing customer support, and I just DM'd them on Twitter and they gave me a bit of a refund for her. So the other two things I did try for the first time on camera, but unfortunately, sis, I have already used this palette, so like you're not gonna get like a first impressions out of me right now. So you get 42 shades of basically any rainbow shade you will ever need for only like 20 pounds, which is just unbelievable. Like no tea, no shade, but like the Morphe James Charles palette is like 39 bucks for like half warm tone neutrals, and they want to call that the most revolutionary all-inclusive rainbow palette. Like, I'm sorry sis, this is the most revolutionary all-inclusive everything you need rainbow palette right here for 20 pounds. this one. We're gonna get into like the nitty-gritty details. So like she's heavy as fuck. Like I cannot believe how heavy this packaging feels. Like it feels so luxe and soft. This material, it's not just like a regular cardboard. It's like the kind of velvet cardboard, you know what I mean? Like it literally feels like velvety to the touch. Do you know what I mean? And then like look at this like blue hollow situation going on the border. Also the shade names are right on the palette, so that is amazing. If I'm gonna be an asshole, which let's be real, I always am a little bit. So like let's go back for a second. So in a previous video I talked about all of the EBH releases in the past 2 months, and one of my major criticism of the Norvina palettes was the fact that the shade names have nothing to do with the palette. They're just like random letter and number combinations, and I just really hated that because it took away from the personality of the palettes. So this one obviously has like normal shade names, not like letters and numbers or whatever, but the thing is they're all like completely random. We have stuff from like White Lies to Tutu to Paradise, Purple Power. So I just wish the names of these shades were kind of more cohesive with each other. Does that make sense? Like I mean, oh, that like really doesn't matter. Like that's not even like a real negative comment. Like this palette is freaking awesome, but like if I had to be really nitty gritty, like I just wish the shade names were more cohesive. But like mama ain't mad, sis. So I really want to go through and finger swatch some of these. It has every pastel you can need. Look, I'm gonna swatch all the pastels right now. So soft. Look at these pastels. So we have Sweet Tooth, Just Peachy, Custard Cream, Daydream, and Paradise. Oh, look at these shades, they are gorgeous. The yellow one is like not the most pigmented, but it's literally a pastel yellow. Like when I was reviewing Nomad Cosmetics, they also had a pastel yellow and it wasn't that pigmented, and I just like don't really know how pigmented a pastel yellow is supposed to be. It's soft, it's creamy, I'm sure it blends like a dream. It's good to me, sis. I'll also swatch some of the darker shades so you can see how pigmented they are. Oh my god, this is literally the navy blue and I'm like barely touching them. I'll swatch the bright red. Sis, it's literally perfect. I don't know what to do. Let's swatch this blue over here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Like, are we literally joking? These swatches are insane. I also want to swatch some of the shades that like look similar to each other just to kind of see if they are. This palette does a really amazing job at not really having shades that are that similar to each other. Like I thought for sure that at least 2 of the pinks in this row would kind of like be the same because this is so many different pinks, but like they're really all different. Like there's a salmon, a pastel, a reddy pink, bright pink, and like a Barbie pink. Oh my god, sis, there's like a muted pink. These are literally all different. I guess I'll swatch these 2 oranges that are kind of similar, but like this one's clearly more of a red orange and this is more like of an orange orange. No, but like look, this is literally a burnt orange and this is a bright orange. Like these are completely different oranges. Like what the heck, you guys? Even this row of purple, maybe I'll swatch the 2 darkest ones. Literally so different. So I'm gonna put this one like up here. You can literally see the difference. Like this one is much more of like a almost browny purple and this is like a dark like purpley purple. You know what I mean? How about I swatch these 2 yellows, even though they're clearly completely different? So you get this like more of a mustardy yellow, and then this is more like of a lime yellow. Okay, so this yellow is just like not really that good. Let me just add a little bit more. Yeah, now you can like really see this one is much more like almost a green yellow and this is like a bright true yellow. And then there's this row of neutrals at the top, which honestly, you guys, I'm not even mad because every single one of these neutrals is different. Like not one of these browns is the same. And also they even give you 2 grays. What palette ever gives you grays? Like that is so cool. Like sis, I have a handful of palettes, but I only have grays in this one and my Nomad Cosmetics Tokyo palette. I just think it's like the most complete rainbow palette ever for the most incredible price, and it's so pigmented, like as you could see. Okay, calm down, Jess. Okay, listen, I realize these voiceovers are probably so annoying, but now is where I'm about to say that we are going to dive into a look using the products that we just talked about, but as I'm editing, I'm realizing that it would be way too long of a video if I also included my look in this part. So I decided I'm going to do like a part 1 and part 2 moment, so this unboxing is going to be the first part, and then later this week I will be posting a tutorial using the products. However, I will also be including my final thoughts that I filmed while doing this video, and I did that after my look was already on my face. So I'm about to come back super glam and super fabulous. So if you want to see a tutorial for that gorgeous look, please stay tuned for later in this week. And yeah, that is all. Let us resume to my final thoughts. But yeah, so as for my thoughts on all the products, so the highlighter palette, it looks really good. So after building it up, she definitely made it to the style that I love. And I'm sure the fact that she's buildable in the first place is going to be very attractive to most people. The bang for your buck is definitely awesome. So no hard feelings toward the highlighter palette. As for the mini palette, she does look really beautiful, but this row of shimmers is just not shimmery, and neither is this row. So I don't think I can recommend a palette to you if only the middle row is bomb. If you buy this, you're probably not going to get what you expect, so I'm gonna have to recommend you pass on this bad boy. Now for this palette, says, you know what I'm gonna say. If you pass on this, you're doing yourself a disservice, sis. Like, this is the most beautiful, comprehensive rainbow palette I have ever seen. I can say that hands down. Like, it has everything you could ever need and just such a beautiful arrangement of colors. It even has your row of neutrals, which is amazing for like an everyday look. So yeah, I 100% recommend this palette. I have used so many shades from here and each of them have been wonderful. So I think that concludes today's video. Let me know if you have tried any of the products that I have shown below, or if you've tried anything else from Beauty Bay that you would recommend or that you would not recommend. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and comments down below. And with that being said, we are done with today's video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys!